Patch 12.109 is here. Neon is back. The shotgun overhaul dropped early, and there are Sage, Viper, Mix, and more. This is one of the bigger patches in a while. Let me break down every single change right now. First, the big one. Neon is back. The exploit with her fast lane wall using specific NVIDIA graphics settings has been fixed, and she is officially re-enabled on PC. If you've been missing your Neon games, she's back in your agent select right now, but she came back different. Let's talk about the changes. Change 1. Jumping with high gear no longer gives any speed bonus while airborne. This is the biggest change. When you jump during a sprint, you're now moving at melee speed in the air. No more flying across the map at full Neon speed while airborne. You can still sprint. You can still slide. But if you leave the ground, you're moving like everyone else. Change 2. Fuel only regenerates with a kill when her ultimate is active. Outside of ULT, Fuel still regenerates passively, but that aggressive kill farming Fuel top-up only works when she has her ult running. This makes her ultimate management way more important and punishes passive Neon players who were just spamming high gear without consequence. Change 3. Improved VFX on her slide to more clearly show the direction and origin of where she's coming from. More information for the people playing against her. Better readability overall. The core of Neon is still there. Sprint, slide, wall, ult. But the airborne speed abuse and the passive Fuel regen loop are gone. She has to be more deliberate now. And honestly, that's probably healthier for the game long term. Now, the shotgun overhaul. And this was actually supposed to come with patch 13.0 in late June, but Riot moved it up to 12.09 because they wanted to address the balance problem faster. So, shotgun players, the changes are here now, not in 6 weeks. The overall message from Riot is clear. Shotguns were too effective in high mobility situations. They're meant for holding tight angles and clearing close range spaces, not for running and jumping and still beaming people. So they fixed that. For all shotguns, run, walk, crouch walk, and jump accuracy has been completely standardized. Crouching now gives a 15% accuracy multiplier matching rifles. And here's a big one. Shotguns are now massively less accurate on ropes. Standing still on a rope, your spread goes from 0.075 bug fixes across chamber, Jett to 0.75. Walking on a rope goes from 0.09 to 1.5. Running on a rope goes from 0.1 to 3.0. Basically, don't try to shotgun someone while swinging on a rope anymore. It's not going to work. Bucky specifically, pellet damage in the 0 to 8 meter range is nerfed across the board. Head damage drops from 40 to 34. Body from 20 to 17. Legs from 17 to 14. Minimum spread increases from 2.6 to 3.0. Walking, running, crouch walking, and jumping all significantly increased. The Bucky gets a buff to its crouch accuracy modifier though, up from 10% to 15%. So crouch and hold, you're better. Move and shoot, you're worse. Judge, minimum spread up from 2.25 to 2.5. Note, this spread change is PC only for now and won't apply to console until patch 12.11. Walking and running have massively increased. Jump spread goes from 2.25 to 4. The Judge has been the most dominant shotgun for a while. This directly targets its aggressive playstyle. Shorty, fire rate slightly decreased from 3.33 to 3.0. Spread values all increased across walk, run, crouch walk, and jump. Same pattern as the other two. Defensive usage is rewarded. Aggressive movement usage is punished. The bottom line on shotguns, if you were running and jumping and spraying with a Judge or Bucky, that's going to feel terrible now. If you were holding corners and crouching, you might actually be slightly better. The era of the mobile shotgun abuser is over. Okay, now the bug fixes. And there are some actually important ones in here. Chamber fixed a bug where ADSing while firing Headhunter created an animation covering too much of the screen. Chambermains know how annoying this was. Fixed. Jett, 2 fixes. Tailwind wasn't showing the correct first-person animations with left-handed settings. Fixed. And using drift was causing performance drops. Also fixed. If Jett felt stuttery recently, that's why, and it's been addressed. Meeks. The new agent got some tooltip and ability preview fixes. The harmonized tooltip description was updated, and the ultimate preview cone was fixed. It wasn't showing unless the ability was fully equipped, which was confusing. Sage, interesting fix here. A full health. Sage could use healing orb on herself while affected by decay, because technically, she wasn't losing HP. This was wasting the ability for no reason, since her health would return to normal after decay wore off anyway. Now that doesn't happen. Tejo, the guided salvo-equipped idle sound, was continuing to play long after the cast. Annoying audio bug, fixed. Viper, Sova's recon bolt, and Chambers trademark were not being affected by nearsightedness inside Viper's pit. That's a pretty significant bug. Both of those abilities should be affected by the pit. Fixed. Now, Vyse. Possessable drones like Sova's Owl drone, Sky's Trailblazer, and Tejo's Stealth drone were triggering the arming audio on Vyse's wall. Fixed. Riot also improved its text evaluation system to better detect chat abuse in 12 languages: Arabic, German, English, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese, Polish, Portuguese, Russian, Turkish, and Chinese. So if you've been experiencing toxic text comms, the detection should be more accurate now across all those languages. PC players, there's a performance update specifically for you. AMD Anti-Lag 2 support has been added to Valorant. This reduces input latency in GPU-bound scenarios. To use it, you need compatible AMD hardware with drivers from March 9th, 2026 or later. If you're on AMD, update your drivers and you should feel the difference. And 2 known issues Riot flagged with the new Skirmish Ascension mode. The timer is stuck at 0050 in overtime, and agent abilities don't show up on the combat report the following round after affecting enemies. Riot is aware of both. Expect fixes soon. This patch fundamentally changes how 2 of the most complained about things in Valorant work: Neon's movement and aggressive shotgun play. The meta is going to shift. Pay attention. Which change do you think is going to impact ranked the most? The Neon nerfs or the shotgun overhaul? Drop it in the comments. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.